alongside of him, Jason Stewart, the first New Zealander for 24 years to run in an 800 metres final. Last New Zealand male to reach a final was John Walker in Brisbane in 1982. And 16:28 is Cosmos Rono. 3 Kenyans in this run-up.
Games record, 1 minute.
To be fair to British middle distance running, their best 800 metre runner these days is a Northern Irishman, James McElroy. But having said that, he was one of the few to go out yesterday. We lost Umbuleni Malati, the defending champion, on the run-up here because of injury. We lost James McElroy yesterday, and we lost Gary Reid, the Canadian. So it's a weakened field, but a real chance here for Jason Stewart to make a name for himself.
Men's 800 metres final underway with Jason Stewart running in the black singlet there in lane number 7 in front of 80,000 people here, running in lanes for the first 100 metres. And Stewart, who ran hard for really 700 metres in his heat yesterday and then try to hang on, and I imagine he will want to do something similar tonight, try to stay handy to that pace. The Kenyans will dictate the race, there's no question about that. And immediately out goes John Latai. At the moment, we look at Stewart, there he is, he's back in 5th place. And in behind Latai is Cosmos Rono, the small figure, and then the tall figure outside is Alex Kipchirchir, and the Trinidadian Sheridan Kirk down on the inside. And Jason Stewart looking really comfortable and relaxed at the moment and trying to stick with the Kenyans.
There's a real chance here of a Kenyan 1, 2, 3, but Stewart's doing just the right thing. He's tucked in just behind them. The bell in 53.67. In championship terms, that's pretty pedestrian.
Away goes the Canadian at the bell. Obviously, that was his tactic, to really set the pace and try and run the speed out of the Kenyans over the last 400 metres, but there's no panic coming from the Kenyans. Now away they go, Latai and Kipchirchir. Jason Stewart of New Zealand running a very respectable 5th place at the moment. He's in very illustrious company here, but can he hang on to these men in front of him over the last 110 metres? The Canadian still there, Tadili. Now the 2 Kenyans getting into the action as they sweep past the Canadian. As expected, Kenya 1 and 2 here. And away goes John Latai, I think it is. In fact, in the end, it was Kipchirchir, 16:27 that got there ahead of John Latai. Kenya, as expected, 1 and 2. And Jason Stewart of New Zealand will just wait to see officially where he finished. But this is the man that set the pace in the second 400 metres. He hung on until the 700-metre mark, and then the Kenyans ran him down. Cosmos Rono didn't take any real part in the race. It was down to Latai and Kipchirchir. And there he is, Alex Kipchirchir, 22 years of age. This is the man that's got the 1,500 metre speed, 3:33, and, well, Tadili hung on well there, and the New Zealander looks as if he may have finished in 5th or 6th place.
Not too often in world-class 800-metre races that you get negative splits. And what I mean by that is a faster second lap than the first. 52, a little over for that second 400 metres, and that's why Jason Stewart was found out towards the end. But that man largely responsible for it, and he's been rewarded with a silver medal. That was a terrific run from Ashraf Tadili of Canada. Kenya pick up gold and bronze. The former world junior champion Alex Kipchirchir, he won that world junior title 4 years ago, is now the Commonwealth champion.
So another gold medal for Kenya here at these Commonwealth Games, but Ashraf Tadili has in fact nailed that second spot ahead of John Latai. So he's spoilt the Kenyan party somewhat, and Cosmos Rono finished in 7th place. Jason Stewart, we can tell you, finished in 5th, 1:47.72, outside his best of 1:46.90, but that's a highly creditable performance. 5th in the 800 metres at the Commonwealth Games for Jason Stewart of New Zealand.
Your thoughts?
5th isn't in 1st, 2nd or 3rd. I'm pretty upset about it, to be honest, but you know, I don't know, I think I did my best today, and my goal coming in was just to put myself in a position to win. And I think at the bell I was all right. It was just a simple fact of life. Sometimes some people are better on the day than others, and I didn't quite have it, but I can't complain. A couple of 147 races back to back, and that's life, you know.
Well done, mate. We're proud of you. Well done.